folks, Ben here, you there. Yep. I didn't think it was funny the first time I used that joke today. Guitars coming on the bench, springtime cleanup, setups, sure. Doesn't really need a setup. This is my vintage Kramer Focus 6000. What was that I just knocked on the floor? I don't know. It's gone forever. We won't worry about it. But a while back, a friend of mine, and probably yours, if you're cool, Scott Rockaway. Scott's also a big fan of the Kramer Focusi. He likes them, is what I'm saying. And so Scott reached out to me one day. He says, "Hey, Ben." I said, "Hey, Scott. What's up, buddy?" He says, "Oh, not too much. Sun shining, birds chirping, all that fun." No, he wouldn't say that at all. It was middle of winter, and he's in Idaho, and I'm in Canada. There were no birds chirping unless they're pets and inside. Wow, this has all the fingerprints on it, apparently. So, anywho's and how's, a while back, I don't know, 2018, 2019, a fella, see the missing? A fella sent that cover off to another fella who was friends with Gary Kramer. Yes, the name on the headstock guy. I'm pointing at the headstock that you can't really see. Anyways, he had said, "Hey, I'm friends with Gary. Do you want your cover signed?" Yes. So, deleted on it, sent it off to him. Well, it's now 2023, and yeah. Anyways, still got the original screws. Anyways, so back to Scott Brockway, because he pays attention to this stuff. He says, "Hey, Ben, you still looking for a cover?" Yes. And so he says, "I found a guy on the Evil Bay." And I said, "Well, I don't really do the Evil Bay, Scott." He says, "That's fine." And he says, "Here's the guy's contact info. Just, reach out and touch someone." And I said, "Well, I can do that." So I did. And then, I don't know. Then I saw him earlier today, which prompted me to do this video. Is this it? Sure. Official packaging from eBay. You can tell, right? Yep. Anywho's, and how's, guy sent with the screws. Well, some of the screws to hold this on. So, a fella figured, let's make a video, because it beats doing actual work. So in theory, I haven't even test fitted it. That should fit there. And in theory, this should fit there. Oh yeah, holes line up and everything. Cool. Wasn't sure if big brass block doesn't stick all the way out past. It's not proud of the back of the body. Well, it is proud. It's a proud product. Adam Reaver makes good products, But anywho, so I don't know. We'll title this installing. I don't know. Installing covers. Sure, let's do that. Installing covers on a vintage Kramer. Yeah, and oh, there's a chip in the paint there. Imagine that. Anyways, man, this thing is like very mintish. Very minimal scratch. A few swirls. No real scratches, dings, or anything like that. Survivor. Found it at the used section at Sweetwater's Gear Fest in 2018. Totally glad I went that year. Anyways, I've done a slew of upgrades to it. It's got a Sean Silas signature Bourne's Audio high friction pot, which I like the high friction. Kind of like my relationships. Oh, look at that. So, yeah. And I always like having the cover on there. Your belt buckle doesn't get tangled in the trim springs as easy. I'm saying. And the thing is set up, plays great. So it's just a matter of, hey, we're making videos. Let's, wow, that does not fit perfect, but I'm not saying the guy sent me the wrong cover. I'm just saying, I think that's more of a manufacturing issue back in the day. Close enough for this guitar. It's awfully close, but whatever. I don't care. Looks good. Doesn't look like, it's like driving around with the hood off your car. It's just all. People don't need to know what's going on in here. Show some modesty, folks. Put your covers on. All right, maybe not necessarily truss rod cover, because you got that one guitar where the neck, sees a cloud in the sky, because apparently the neck has eyes, sees a cloud in the sky, decides to bend over, well, there's another chip there. That's a good sized chip. Sure, I don't care. It's meant to be played, right? I don't play this one a whole lot, only because it's got all the. It's a hot rod, easy. It's a hot rod. It's got locking trims and wiggle sticks and pickups and locking up here and down here and brass in there and just noiseless springs, and I don't know. It all seems a bit much. He sent me 8 screws. Sure. Well, apparently I have 2 spares. Let's go with that. So I did hit the record button, right? I haven't just been talking to myself for 6 minutes. Perfect, all right. Good to know. Now this one was missing when I got it. So I'm really happy that got thrown in. And we used some of the Patreon money. Thank you, patrons and channel members, for the continued support. They're the ones that keep the lights on and the video recording and stuff. You folks that, the general public, thank them. I'm just saying. They really help a fella out. Of course, if you just watch ads and comment, thumbs up, that helps with algorithms, which helps promote me to other people. So you're doing your part there too, So here we go. This has been definitely the easiest thing I've done on the bench in ever. Sure, let's go with ever. And as I put the penultimate, not second to last, penultimate. It's a fancy word for second to last. Penultimate screw. And now for the final screw, final lap, white flag waving and all that. I will say, again, if you haven't already, please subscribe. And thanks everybody that's tuned in and continues. Well, that's just, all right, that's going to be that one. There's always one that, no grip, no purchase. All right, so then we'll just put these 2 spare screws in here. So next come in, what are they for? And then, lose all my hair stressed out trying to figure that out. Yep. So there we go. Did that. Looks good. Looking good. And now in case we need to undo, we got the hex hider on the back there, hiding, of course. So 85, 86, 85, I don't know. Ooh, apparently I put the string ball ends on backwards. Old school. All right. Sure. D'Addario XT strings on here. Coated for her pleasure. And for me, not having to do as many string changes on a Floyd Rose locking drum. Oh, it's a piece of cake. Easy, Scott Brockway. You deal with these on a regular basis. Some of us don't. I'm used to Telecasters and Gretches and such. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now I'm just rambling, just adding on time for the sake of adding on. So I've been you. No, you've been you. I've been me. And we've been us. And comment down below what your favorite Kramer is. Sure. Let me know too. Truss, you guys trim cover on or off? We'll leave that in the survey or something. I don't know. Peace, folks. Have a good one.